to be doing is solving system equations. We've got an example set up, and we're going to give you the steps for how to do this, and then we're going to go through a couple other videos where we're doing examples. So the problem that we have is we have to solve 3x plus 2y equals 12, and 5x plus 2 equals 4y. And what's going to happen is there's a whole bunch of ways we can solve these, but we're just going to solve them one way that works in all cases, and that's what we're going to do. So steps. 1. First thing you have to do when you have two sets of equations, so these are individual equations, and you have to line everything else up. I don't care what order things are in, but you have to line up the x's with the x's, the y's with the y's, the equal sign with the equal sign, Plain numbers with the plain numbers. Lining everything up. So I usually tend to keep the first one exactly the way it is, and then I just move things in the second one to make it match just because it's a little easier space-wise. So let's keep it 3x plus 2y equals 12. And then the bottom one, the 5x is in a great spot, but I need to switch that 4y and the 2. So just like you solve equations to move things down to the other side, you're going to add the opposite. So I'm going to subtract 2 from here, and I'm going to subtract 4y from the other side. It's going to be a little messy, which will give me 5x minus 4y equals negative 2. So I'm going to write that. 5x minus, now going to be working with. Okay, step 2 is pick coefficient. So that's positive, one that's negative already. Those are good ones to match. But basically, we're going to decide what letter we want to match. It could be the x's, it could be the y's. It really doesn't matter. You get to the same final answer. But if I'm looking at the y's, I notice that one's positive, one's negative, and I can change a 2 into 4 quite easily by multiplying. Okay, so you need to multiply. If I multiply the top one by a 2, distributing it through, I'm going to have 6x plus 4y equals, don't forget that you're multiplying the entire thing, so you have to multiply. Because it's already got the 4y, and it's a minus 4y, I'm just going to write it the way it was. 5x minus 4y equals negative 2. So that's my next step. I just wanted the letters to match. And everything looks lined up still. So moving down, step 3. I like it. Nice short word. So basically now I'm going to add down. If I was doing something with 3 equations, I'd have to pick any 2 equations to start with to begin with, and then I could still follow the same process because we have 3 variables, but we'd be looking at only 2 equations at a time. So when I'm adding down, 6x plus 5x is 11x. The y's are going to cancel out. And then it equals 24 minus 2 is 22. Okay? So for that step, you should end up with 1 less variable, and in this case, 1 variable. Okay, so, or I didn't know for step 3, you should get rid of a letter there. Going to the next step. Is soften the letter. Okay, so I have 11x equals 22, divide by 11, divide by 11. This shouldn't be anything new from what we've been doing. So x equals 2. Yeah. To any of your original equations. And substitute your number into that letter. Yeah, again, this is one of those things that you got lots of choices of where you want to go, but I'm just going to take, gotta love it. So trying to casually erase, and I will fix it. That was why fixing all of my work. So now plugging in for the x, I'm going to have 3, instead of an x, I'm going to put a 2 in. I always like parentheses when I'm substituting. Plus 2y equals 12. Send my page. So I went back to that and then solved for the okay, so I'm solving for the other letters. 12. Getting y by itself, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. 2y equals 6. Still not done, so divide by 2. Divide by 2. Y equals 3. Great. I've now got an x and a y. Those are the 2 variables I have. So the final step is write your answer as a point. Y. So my answer, my x was 2, comes 3. And that is what we are going to be doing in a few more examples, and I'm going to break them up into separate videos so that I can say them a little easier.